Santa Fe, and this is the limited. I can't remember if this is, I think this is the 2.4. It's not the turbo. Got a pano sunroof. Let's see that go back. That's quite nice. Oh wow. Nice big like 10-inch screen right here. I kind of like this. So I'm not gonna do too much real quick, just show you. It does have like the camera and the both sides. I really like that. I think it has a heads-up display. Oh yeah, I do like that. So I'm probably gonna go take this for a test drive. Just got like the nice leather and stuff. But yeah, like doing some car shopping, so you never know what's gonna come into the SK fleet. We shall see. We shall see. I'm also gonna test one of them Palisades back there. You see that white one? I don't know if you can see it right to the left of that girl there. I'm gonna check that out too. Well, I'm in the car by myself. I don't need the mask, but yeah. So you know, see what they got to offer. But I do think these Hyundais come with like a nice suite of features, and I kind of like this. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, maybe like a little Audi or something like that. I don't know, but it's definitely set up nice. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. SK Lifestyle. All right, taking off in the Santa Fe. I was in a rush to go drive cars, and I forgot the little piece that I need for my suction cup. So gonna have kind of a funny angle on this one, but it's all right. Oh man, I'll say first thing, I definitely like these turn signals. That's just really nice. It is picking up here. I'll close this. I like the heads-up display. That's nice. You don't realize how nice it is, but I can see there's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm going 35. It helps you not have to look down. I mean, it's definitely cool. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely cool, but it's useful, that's for sure. I'm gonna take it on the highway and then hop off and then go through some roads. How do I wonder if you can get the screen to go back. There we go. That's nice. That pano roof, I mean, it just gives a whole different feeling to the car. But I feel good, like the steering wheel feels nice. It may not be real leather, but it just feels good in your hand. I can hear a little bit of wind noise. We'll see as I go to hop on the highway. Man, that camera is just... It's cool. It's almost distracting at first. I know I'm really gonna like it, don't get me wrong, like it's definitely a good thing to have, but like having such a visual picture right there, it's almost like got the lane watch or whatever. All right, so let's go with the cruise control here. Cruise on, merge into the lane. Man, getting into the highway and having that camera, that's big. All right, so let's see. Set at 61. I got it right up in the heads-up display too. I mean, 64 miles an hour, but I'm going 63 because of the car. Now it's pushing me to 64. I'm gonna close the gap a little bit, get a little closer to this truck, so you guys can see that heads-up display, hopefully. So now I'm pushing up to 70. And the heads-up display is nice. So you see, I'm set for 70, now I'm going 65, 64 because of the truck. Blind spot monitoring is clear. Well, now somebody's on my left, but I'm already merged. So this is working good. Oh, the window was slightly cracked, that's why. I was gonna say, I do hear a bit of wind noise. It was just ever so slightly cracked. Okay, So that's much better. So what I'm looking for is just a new SUV, something maybe mid-size, maybe even get a full-size SUV, maybe like a lower trim, because some of them seem to come with like a lot of features already built in, especially these Hyundais. So, whoa. That's a little weird to get used to. That shit kind of pulled me right into the lane, like no one was there. Now I'm guessing this has to be a CVT, but I'll look at the paper and see. It's a 2.4, it's not the turbo. So let's see, drive mode, put it into sport. I'm gonna pull off just a little here so that I'm straight. I'm gonna do just 0 to 60. Say that's got to be close to 10 seconds. There's definitely enough pep though. I mean, there's no way. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it had a turbo or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but this is plenty to get around with. I feel like the most important thing is just having something comfortable. I mean, the shifter's not really doing much. I mean, it is shifting, I guess, but it's like it won't even, like I'm doing at 3,000 RPMs and it won't even let me kind of shift on now. Will. I'd say sport mode is, I mean, it's not a sports car, so I'm not really expecting much, but obviously still wanted to see what it would do. So now I'm about to go through some kind of city-ish streets in a minute just to kind of feel what it's like. You know, you want to go on a cruise test drive and just, what do you call it, feel the way it is, you know, on some nice smooth highway or down the, you know, nice state highway that the dealership's on. You want to really feel it on some real roads. So I'm going to get out of sport mode here and I'm going to go into comfort. Alright, well, my overall feeling about this car so far, before I get to some of the roads and see what it's like, is it does feel, it has a premium feel to it, that's for sure. Like, I mean, this is kind of semi-soft material, hard plastic right there. I like the speakers. They kind of have this like mesh kind of, I don't know, look to it, like a little fake chrome trim around it. I mean, it looks nice. Like the whole look right here is just a nice look. And then you could see in the back, great visibility. Oh, and we got heated and ventilated seats, so I'm gonna throw on those ventilated seats right now. So I do kind of feel like the system trying to hold me. Like, I'm gonna try to go towards the line there. Let's see what happens. You see that? Watch. I'm gonna go towards the line again, and it pulled me back in. That's nice. That's real nice to have. I mean, just why wouldn't it be? Like, you know, you can keep away from pedestrians, possibly keep away from hitting something that you shouldn't. I mean, that's a nice feature. So I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it as I go through the intersection and see what happens. Look it still kind of kept me in the lane. And now I'm gonna go towards the other lane. Oh no, it didn't hold me there. So it didn't really hold me for the center lane, which I don't want to try too much because there's oncoming traffic. All right, now there's no one around. Let's see what'll happen. Oh yeah, it did catch me. That was a nice correction. That's a nice correction. So the features I'd say so far are nice. It has a good feel to it. The power's plenty. So that I'm not going to worry about. I mean, we're not buying a super sport SUV or something like that. All right, my butt is getting real cold from these ventilated seats. I'm going to do the ventilated. Oh, can you do both? Nah, you can't do both. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, I got a heated steering wheel too. I'll put that on. It's actually a warm day here in Connecticut, but you know what I mean? I definitely test out the heated steering wheel anyway. It's always something nice to have. So I can already feel the steering wheel starting to heat up. Certainly nice. Automatic up down for driver and passenger. A lot quicker than my Pathfinder, I'll tell you that. So this will work. I'm even on a regular street. I have it set for 45 and it completely slowed down. Now they're about to stop. Let's see. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Well, that car cut in front of me, so I had to brake. I wasn't gonna possibly crash the car because of that. But it definitely slowed down, no problem, to an almost stop, and then kept going as soon as the person turned in. So I can appreciate that. Even on regular roads, like if you're just cruising. Automatic start stop. So I'm gonna kick it back on. Instant. That was not intrusive at all. It just instantly kicked on too. And I've obviously heard the engine start up. You feel like a little rumble, but it wasn't like shaking the whole car or sounded real like tin can-ish. Not at all. It was just back on, let's go. You know what I mean? Before I could even touch the pedal, it was on and ready to go. Turning radius. No problem. No problem at all. Some good features. Wireless charging, USB ports over there, reverse camera. Look at that, 360. Oh man, I'm not even gonna look back. I'm just going to use this. Got the parking sensors. Nice. All right, as you can see, we're back on the road. This time I have my wife with me and we're doing another test drive. She just went for a ride and I just hopped in, and now we're gonna go drive to the other side of this mall area, find something to eat. And I think you kind of enjoy the car so much, right?
Yeah.
So far, right?
Ooh, definitely. It's very comfortable to drive. I'm a lot shorter than Sean, so the seat is very adjustable. You get a really good view of everything. This roof is really great. Makes the car seem like a lot bigger than it is. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. So far so good.
I'm gonna go out that way.
Takes a little getting used to all the technology though.
Agreed, it is definitely a lot. But I like how customizable, like I was just saying, the heads-up display.
Yo, they're really standing in the parking. Yeah, they're causing a whole bunch of stuff. See, people are just crazy.
But like even with a heads-up display, like being able to change how tall it is. Is this the way out, right?
Yeah.
The color of the like miles per hour, I like changing it the other color because like the lines are white, some of the other information is white. So now like that I'm looking forward real quick, I pick up the miles per hour so much quicker. And I was just telling my wife too, like in the dash there's a lot of selection, there's a lot of menus, but pretty much anything that you can select and hit OK for, if you hold the OK button, and it says to do so down below, if you hold OK, it gives you a quick recap on what that selection would mean. So there was one for like the rear wiper automatically, and it pretty much explained that if you select it and you have your front wipers on and you put the car in reverse, the car will automatically turn on the rear wiper. So that's the kind of thing that's really cool, but you may never use it or know what it's going to do unless you went into the manual or just stumbled upon it. But now you can just hold OK, see what it means, and then have a lot better ability to decide, whether you want to use that feature or not.
like one of those things that you don't know that it even exists, and then once you see it happening, you're like, oh, that is pretty convenient.
Yeah.
It does make a lot of sense. I mean, it literally takes less than a second of thought to turn on the rear wiper, but it's one less thing you have to worry about.
Absolutely. Did we ever eat at Bria?
No, but it sounds good. Don't they have one in Glastonbury?
Maybe. I feel like they also had one. Don't they have one in Blueback though? What is it? Tuscan Grill? I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
we can try somewhere new. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just need to find parking in all this crazy madness. But honestly, I kind of am enjoying the madness because it just means people are out doing things and it's not as shut down as things were before. Like, there's a lot of people out shopping for Christmas. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can find a parking space.
Our businesses like to see it too. We just stopped by a local small business that we've grown to love over the last, 8 years. Sean and I make our own wine for the holidays for our friends and family, and we've always bought from this local place. And I was really worried that he wasn't going to be there when we went to go buy our wine stuff this year, and so it was really nice to see that he was still there and that a lot of people were, they're home, so they're looking for hobbies to do, and looks like they're making wine and beer, and it's all good. So it's good to see some life happening back out here in the world.
One feature I also like too is if you see, I'll put it in reverse, the mirrors go down both sides, and then as soon as you drop it back into drive, mirrors go back up. Just again, one of those little slight features that, yeah, you could use it on your own, or you could just kind of lift up and try to look down the mirror, but when the car just does it for you, it's just one extra thing you don't have to think about. And look at that.
Yeah, got like the best parking spot.
Yeah, I don't think so, Mr. Honda.
You should really show them that 360 view. That still blows my mind. It looks like you got a Google Maps view of your car about 12 feet in the air.
So that's what she's talking about, and you can select different views. So that's what I like. The if I go back here on the Rogue, you can only select this side view. Even though it has a 360 camera, for some reason you cannot select the left side. But this one, I can see the driver side, the passenger side, the front view, and then I can get the all-around view, as well as of course, you can see the backup camera. So that's everything. I don't understand why a system that has a 360 camera and you can see all the ways around wouldn't allow you to see out the driver's side. It's different on the Hondas where there isn't one on that side because that's how they save money, and you could kind of look over. But if you have the cameras, you should have the ability to see out of all of them. And with that said, I'm hungry as hell. I don't know about my wife.
I'm hungry too.
So we're about to go eat.
I'm hangry. Let's go.
SK Lifestyle. Subscribe.